I'm here today to talk about a hot topic, and that is the real estate market, the U.S. economy, and specifically related to the development industry. And that is, are we going to continue to have an up curve? Are we going to flatten off? Are we going to have our next downturn? And at the end of the day, none of us know. We all can have our predictions, but we don't have the crystal ball. What I can say is that I did go through the last downturn in 07, 08, and I wasn't still in my 20s and made numerous mistakes before that downturn and during that downturn. But I learned something from those mistakes. I learned something from that downturn. I can sit here today and say I wouldn't take it back because I grew so much through that time that I needed that education. I needed that experience. I'm now a better businessman, a better land developer, a better real estate investor today than I was prior to that downturn. You know, I went into that time. I mean, I was just being totally transparent with you. I was way over my skis. I was overly leveraged, but I didn't know any better. I mean, you know, that run there, you know, in the 2002 to that 2007 when the downturn happened, that was my first cycle, you know, being in the real estate, you know, land development industry. So I didn't know anything about a downturn. What I definitely have learned is that you can generate some great income, wealth. You can generate some great wealth in an upturn. But if your timing's right, you can generate that much more in a downturn. So related to what we teach, okay, which this kind of leads into why I started VestRight, right? So whether you're in an up curve or a down curve, if you position yourself correctly, being involved in land deals in the development world, you can make great money on either curve. So is there a downturn coming? I mean, I have thoughts both ways. I mean, I can talk to economist A, economist B, and economist C, and they're all going to have their different opinion, and they all have valid points to their opinion. What I do know is 2020 has been a tough year for a lot of people. And, you know, my heart goes out to those families, those individuals. 2020, and I'm not trying to, you know, rub it in or whatever it may be, but 2020 has been one of my best years ever. And I have reasons why, but I'm not going to dive into them. So, housing shortage. There is, 2.5, 3 million, I think is the last stat I heard of a shortage of homes for our population. That's obviously an issue. That would be something that would lead to, you know, this industry continuing to boom. Interest rates the way they are obviously helps. Unemployment doesn't. You know, so anyways, here's what I'm here to say today. Whether it's an up curve or a down curve, VestRight in what we teach, you're going to learn how in either curve, the reason you can still make money. What we do, what we teach, it's math. All it is math. So it's all relative. But the beauty of why we started VestRight and what VestRight teaches is we teach, you know, the first thing we teach is how to become a Some of you will call it a wholesaler, but we teach what we did in the beginning, which was being a land acquisition expert, right? And the beauty of being a land acquisition expert is that you don't have the capital at risk. You don't have the major risk and the major debt leverage, which leverage is what hurt me really bad last cycle. You know, even though I didn't go bankrupt like so many did, I mean, I got hurt because I had so much debt. But the beauty of being a land acquisition expert, you don't have debt with that model. Okay, you don't have that tremendous amount of capital out there to lose. And so you can move and shake, right? So you're in and out much quicker than, say, someone like ourselves that is actually developing these projects. So in a downturn, in a downturn, and I don't really love this saying, but you know, you've heard the saying blood in the water, right? Well, in a downturn, those that are over leveraged and you know they get bumped out of their deals, right, that they had in control, right, that they had under contract or that they were working on, they get bumped out of those deals. And now a land acquisition expert can come in, put those deals together and have it be relative to the market we're in, right? And there's also, and I don't want to go too far down a rabbit hole, but there's some really cool models that we can teach on how to structure these deals in a downturn to where it's a beautiful thing. Wish I would have known that. I wish I would have known that 13 years ago. But here nor there, super excited about Vestrite, super excited what we're teaching. You know, I mean, this is my love, this is my passion, this is my career, this is my hobby, right? I love land deals, and what's so fun with Vestrite is I'm coming to love teaching it, right? Like, it's so fulfilling, it's rewarding, it provides this meaning and purpose to what we've done for almost 2 decades. So here's the thing. Vestrite, me and my team, we've decided to create a free training series on how to kind of break into the land development space, you know, and kind of starting with being a land acquisition expert. And so, but as I'm creating that free course, I really need your involvement. I need your input. I want to hear from you all what you want to see in that free training. What your questions are. What do you have curiosities about? And because that'll make that free training that much more valuable if we have your input. So if you could please do me a favor, and if you could comment below and provide those questions or those input thoughts, we need that interaction. The other thing I'll do is, whatever the top 3 questions are that we get, I'm going to cover those 3 questions in my next video. So anyways, we really do value you. We want your input. We want you to be a part of this journey with us. And we're just super excited and stoked that people are interested in what we've done for so long, and that they want to be a part of it. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful space. It's niche. It's special to me. So we appreciate y'all. Take care.